Good morning. How is everybody today? I usually don't get a lot of chance to make breakfasts anymore because we are usually scooting our way out the door. Usually my day starts at 6 a.m. So I'm not usually up making breakfast, but today is a little bit slower of a day. And because my child is gone and he doesn't like poached eggs, but I do, I'm going to make breakfast this morning. And I don't normally make them two different ways, but I'm going to do that today just to show you how it can be done. I actually grew up with a pan that actually had it was a metal thing with cutouts in it, and then we would put the little metal dishes, I guess you'd call them, in the holes. But this is the new improved model, so we don't have so many pieces and parts to store. So what I will do is I'm going to fill this pan. I don't know if you can see my water line in here or not, but it's about halfway full, in between a quarter and halfway full of water is what I will do. And that way, when the water gets to going, then it doesn't also boil up and over the top in these empty little holes, and the water doesn't get into my eggs that way. Then I'm also going to just make some in my smallest little pan that I have. So this one, I'm going to fill it probably about 3/4 of the way full. And we'll get going here in a minute. I'm going to add some water. Okay, now I will not be adding any salt or anything else to this plain pan of water. I'm just going to season my egg after I'm done cooking it. In this one, however, I won't add any seasoning per se, as I add my own water into the holes. I won't add any water per se to this, but what I will do is I'm going to put just a little bit of butter, and that way it just makes it easier for me to get my egg out. So seriously, just a tiny bit of butter is all I'm going to add into one of these holes. And then I'm going to put the lid on and turn this water on. I will add the egg to this one pretty much as soon as that butter gets done melting, because then I know the water's already getting warm enough. I'm going to add the egg to this one in the back as soon as that water starts to boil. So we're going to let that all get going, and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, the water is boiling in the back here. The butter is melted in this one. Not hard to see and not want to spill anything anywhere. And because I'm using my farm fresh eggs again, I'm going to crack it first into my bowl. Maybe. One thing about these farm fresh eggs, sometimes those shells are a little bit harder than store-bought things. And then the goal here is to not crack your yolks. So, take this whole thing and just gently pour it in. And I'll show you a close-up here in a minute after I get this other one done. Pan. End of the pan. Okay. See if I can move this light in all and not have a wreck here. So here is, well, that didn't work well. Alright, I'm hoping you can see that now. Of course, it's settled on the other side of the pan for me, because that's just the way it rolls sometimes. There's that one. This one I'll check again in a couple of minutes. We want that egg white to be solid, because I don't know about you, I don't like snotty whites. at all. I like my yolk to be runny, but I don't like my whites to be runny and snotty. You can cook these until the yolks are completely firm, if that's what you prefer. It doesn't matter either way. Because I am not well practiced at this version, I probably will play with this one a little more than I will this other one, because I just don't really know. These egg whites actually cooked really, really quickly. But as I'm jiggling this around, I think you can see how jiggly it is. Even though I like my yolk a little runny, that's a little too runny for my liking. So we're probably going to give these another minute or two, and then we'll check again and just see how they're doing. I'm not going to pop this lid off again anytime real soon. And then it's up to you. Most times I like to put mine on a piece of buttered toast and eat it that way. You can add some avocado if you want some extra protein and vitamins and deliciousness. Mashed or sliced avocado is really good on those. You can actually, if you wanted to make eggs Benedict, this is basically how you would start your egg and then do your English muffin and stuff. We may make that sometime too, when I have somebody else here to eat the hollandaise sauce with me, because again, that is not a particular dish that my son likes, but I have nieces and a sister who really do, so maybe we'll make that one of these days and just have a little breakfast gathering, good cup of coffee or something. Some good conversation and hang out. Doesn't seem to happen very much anymore. Alright. So this one, a little bit wiggly for my taste. Now I think that because my eggs are a little bit older, and I could see that in the white as I cracked it, not to the point where I wouldn't eat it, but it definitely is a bit of an older egg. So my egg white is completely falling apart in the pan. This one, of course, is not. Oh, and my goodness, that one's coming right along. Sorry. Actually, this one is already done to my liking, so I'm going to take it out right now. So, see if I can show you what it looks like. So when I already test this with my knife, you can see that there's a little give to the egg yolk, but not a lot. And as I stick my knife in here, there is no give to that white. And so I can do this nicely. Voila. There is the fancy egg poacher egg. And I'll pull this other one off here in just a minute. So since I'm not doing toast today, I have a luncheon date and it's already getting way later in the day, so I'm not doing toast today. I'm just going to do just plain eggs, and the one already had some butter on it. I'll probably add a little butter to this and then just salt and pepper, and that's how I will eat them today. Okay, so this one is also done. Done enough for my liking. So, as you can see, my water got plenty murky, and my egg white definitely did break apart a lot in here. So, I guess that would be a thing if you want really pretty eggs for whatever it is that you're doing, and that bothers you a lot, then make sure your eggs are fresher than the one I just used. And top to bottom, I think this took us all of about 3 minutes maybe. And for me, this is perfect. Perfect, perfect. So I like my yolks just a little runny, and that indeed they are. So, as they say down south, if I can say it correctly, bon appetit. Have a great day. Bye.